राम राम भाई सारे ने, कैसे हो आप सभी लोग। स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे YouTube चैनल की अगली वीडियो में। और आज हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी का पार्ट 2। तो भाइयों, हम वापस अपनी जादू की नगरी में जा रहे हैं और आज हम अपने दूसरे पार्ट को शुरू करेंगे। और आज हम स्कूल में अपने पहुंच चुके हैं, तो उस स्कूल में जाकर हमने क्या नया खास सीखेंगे वो आपको आज इस वीडियो में पता लगेगा। पिछली वीडियो में तो हम स्कूल की तरफ बढ़ ही रहे थे कि किसी ड्रैगन ने हम पर अटैक कर दिया और हम पता नहीं कौन सी बंजर सी ज़मीन पे जाके गिर गए, बच गए, पर हम मरे नहीं। पर जो हमारे प्रोफेसर का दोस्त था वो चल बसा, उसे ड्रैगन खा गया। तो भाइयों, हमने छोटा सा क्वेस्ट किया, हम भागे दौड़े, हम बैंक में भी गए जहाँ पर हमने कुछ 12 नंबर जो स्टोरेज था उससे हमने कुछ लिया। क्या लिया मुझे पता नहीं, पर था कुछ। पर वो ऑलरेडी वहाँ पर किसी गोबलिन ने, बड़ा डार्क गोबलिन था यार, उसने हम पे अटैक कर दिया और हम वहाँ से भाग निकले और जाकर अपने स्कूल में पहुँच गए। वहाँ पर काफ़ी सारे पोर्टल थे छोटे मोटे, जिसमें से हम निकले, कभी कहीं जाके फंसे, कभी कहीं जाके फंसे, मतलब वहाँ पर। और वहाँ पर प्रोफेसर ने हमें 2 मैजिक सिखाए, एक रिबेल करना किसी भी चीज़ को और एक टॉर्च थी, मतलब कि आप छड़ी से चांदना करके कहीं भी घूम सकते हो। तो वो हमने उस पार्ट में, पहले पार्ट में सीखा था। तो आज हम अपने स्कूल में पहुंच चुके हैं और हम चल पड़े अपनी क्लासेस की ओर। तो प्रोफेसर वीजली ने हमें गाइड किया कि हमें कहाँ कहाँ जाना है और किस किस प्रोफेसर से हमें कौन कौन सी क्लासेस लेनी है, वो आपको आज इस वीडियो में देखने को मिलेगा। तो भाइयों, मेरे से बने रहिएगा और मेरी वीडियो को खूब से खूब ज़्यादा प्यार दीजिएगा। चलो हम शुरू करते हैं अपनी आज की वीडियो और देखते हैं आज हम कौन कौन सा नया मैजिक सीखेंगे और कितने नए, कौन से अच्छे अच्छे नए दोस्त बनाएंगे, वो हम आज इस वीडियो में देखेंगे। लेट्स गो।
Revelio. Lumos.
चलो भाई चलते हैं, इसमें मजा नहीं, इसी में मजा आएगा भाई, इसी से। लेट्स गो गाइस, हमारी हॉगवर्ट्स की जर्नी शुरू हो चुकी है। हम चलते हैं ऐसे बाहर। ठीक है, बना पड़े क्या पता नहीं किसका भाई।
Which way is the common room?
हाँ, और ऊपर था। चलो, वो बड़ा करते यार इनका।
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
हेलो 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 ब्यूटीज। ये तो कोई बात ही नहीं कर रही है।
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragons.
ये कौन है? कौन का है? रोड नहीं है?
They'll do anything for a drill. The professor could arrive any moment.
Okay, बस रोने ही बस। वो कौन है?
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
आपसे मिलना हो रही है।
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in
Okay,
perspective.
तो एक से तुम्हारी दोस्ती हो रही है।
Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower.
Nelly
from the
नाम है इसका, हाँ?
outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true.
Yes.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
चलो नैली से दोस्ती हो गई है, ये चली गई। अब हम उससे बात करते हैं।
If someone says you have eyes like a gun,
ये कौन है?
still
बड़ी
not
जादूजी कर रही है।
working. Ugh. I don't know
तो
what
हरमाइनी
I'm
जैसी लग रही है, वो
doing
चश्मे
wrong.
पहन रखे हैं।
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I've studied with him.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping
तो
he
हरमाइनी
might have
जैसी लग
given
रही
you
है।
some advice
बड़े
on
धब्बे हैं इनके,
non-verbal
अंग्रेजों के ना
casting.
फेस पे
Is
देखना
that
कैसे
what you
होते
were
हैं
trying to do
sports
just
से।
there?
Oh, yes.
वो क्या
Having
हो
a
गया?
spot of trouble.
वो मुरझाया पड़ा।
I've mastered the charm
Dore
using
की
its
हुए?
incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'm sure you'll get it.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
I wish you luck.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Yeah, I'm enjoying। अब कौन रह गया? एक और आ गया। इससे मिल लेते हैं भाई, ये क्या कहना चाह रहा है?
You'll like it, trust me. Sure you don't want to try it?
वीजली
Brewed
है।
it myself.
रोन वीजली, ये दूसरा वीजली आ गया।
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
That must be nice. That must be awkward. That must be nice.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your
अब तो इस
back.
बार तो लग रहा है कि
Nice
पूरी-
meeting you.
पूरी गेम में वीजली ने
Nice
कब्जा कर
meeting you,
रखा है।
Gareth.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and
सारे वीजली ने
thank you
कब्जा
for
कर
the
रखा है भैया।
insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
हैरी पॉटर में तो कोई वीजली प्रोफेसर था ही नहीं।
New Gryffindor, Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
चलो भाई। Okay.
Good morning. I trust
Professor
you're ready for your
Weasley.
first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
ये आत्मा से कौन गुजरी भैया आपने?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
क्या बात है? मैजिक ही मैजिक।
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Okay.
You would be
Master
wise
guide.
to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
चलो।
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
मुझे कैसे उठ रहा है वहाँ पर?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Lumos. Revelio.
Portrait of Barufio. Guide pages. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with, "You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress toward field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Level 1. This is your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to challenges. 1% challenges. Overall progress, field guide pages. 1. Field guide pages. 1%.
चलो भाई मेरी प्रोग्रेस ट्रैकिंग
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
उसकी पेज की बिल्ली तो वही है भाग गया
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
तो मुझे जादू करने लग रहे भाई एक से एक जादू करा जो देखो लगाओ जादू में
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Fluflames fast travel point map. Fluflames locations. Mouse wheel scroll down the south wing. Welcome to Hogwarts.
Central Hall
Welcome to Hogwarts. Professor Weasley, welcome to Hogwarts. Professor Weasley said she has more. The south wing. The south wing of Hogwarts. Mouse left button. Select. In this view, you can see the Fluflames available in that region. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy. Select the library annex. The library annex. Divination class, potions classroom. Central hall. A white outline indicates your active Q will protect you from incoming blockable attacks, and holding Q will follow up with a stupefy counter-attack that temporarily stuns certain opponents and breaks shield
And
charms.
Here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Okay चलो भाई
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
चल भाई.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
It was nothing, sir. I hope I did.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Flowflame's location, Defense Against the Dark Arts class. The field guide map shows Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Charms class. Defense Against the Dark Arts, mouse right button.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cast Charmed Compass V. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking.
खुल गया. ओके, अब हमें जाना है क्लास में.
The Charmed Compass V will lead you to anything you're tracking.
Easy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
142 staircases. चलो भाई, चलो 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 आगे हम क्लास में. Oh yeah, I'm seeking magic. लड़ो लड़ो साला, आपस में लड़ो.
Is that all you've got?
इधर नाग शक्ति का है.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Levioso. हमने spell.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
चल भाई.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using mouse left button.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form. I know. This can't be your first. Let's just say
I do enjoy live duel. If only all of my students were this adept.
खत्म कर दिया.
Not bad for a
तबाह कर दिया. अरे नाग
You
शक्ति
give
का
as
है ना
good as you
ग्रिफिंडर
get.
से मिलना. दांत दिखाएंगे.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat. It was.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, You're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today will share that or actual skill. Look for Luke and Rattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
चलो चलिए अब यहाँ से अब हम चलते हैं अपनी दूसरी क्लास में।
Tell me. Whisper it in my ear. I won't be upset. How could I raise an eyebrow to you of anything other than pure charm?
वो बड़ी अच्छी क्लास है तो।
You make a point.
चलो 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 भैया, मैं दूसरी क्लास में भी जाना है, आज 2 क्लासें खत्म करनी है।
Professor Ronan tends to go on a
आ गया
bit.
भाई, चलो।
We sometimes have to remind him when he's the left.
Chat, let's go. Ravenclaw. ये कौन सी क्लास है? ये किस चीज की है? पढ़ाई लिखाई वाली क्लास है क्या?
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Oh, African.
Hello, I am Nettie. So
You are
the new
nasty.
student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
आ गया भाई।
Shall we begin?
Abdullah.
Welcome to year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Okay.
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Oh yeah, इसके पीछे जाना हमने. बाहर करेंगे हम.
The appearance of any gear can be altered. Many quests have spell or level requirements. Visit your quest log to review quest requirements and track professor assignments to learn required spells.
लो ये बाहर आ गया वो.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
क्या बात है भाई?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
The summoning charm, Oxio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Tap the assigned key to cast Oxio and pull a target closer. Tap the key again to cease casting the spell.
Accio. That's it! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
चैलेंज मिलेगा वो में.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
चल भाई.
What's this?
Excellent.
Here we go.
चलो भाई. ये क्या हो गया?
Be sharp.
भाई मैं तो ज्यादा जल्दी दबा दिया.
Well done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Okay.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Oh.
Splendid!
Here we go. Nicely done. Watch this. There we go.
Accio. Stay focused.
ज्यादा गिर गया. चलो. No worries.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Look for some quests feature rewards like new many quests have spell or level requirements. Visit your quest log to review quest requirements and track professor assignments to learn required spells.
आज हमने नए 2 मैजिक सीखे।
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on
A word, if you would.
If you're so...
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
चलो भाई, इसकी क्लास भी होगी पूरी। Quest complete, charm class.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio. Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you.
लड़की
You're
लड़की
the
टकरा
student
रही है
everyone's
लौंडे
been
को।
whispering
एक भी मुंडा
about.
टकरा है।
Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1750.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert...
Map. Flames locations. The library and Weasley after the astronomy wing. Weasley after class. Weasley after class. Weasley after class. Transfiguration. Professor Fig's classroom. Defense against the dark art. Astronomy tower. Professor Fig's transfiguration class. Transfiguration. Weasley after class. Weasley after class. Weasley after class. J. Transfiguration court.
चलो भाई हम चलते हैं वहाँ पर वापस।
Oh, well, fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves.
बड़ी बिल्ली घूम रही है।
Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
चलो भाई चलते हैं हमें प्रोफेसर वीजली के पास। हमने तकरीबन सारे जादू सीख लिए हैं, तो हमें जो जो सीख रहे थे उन्हें सीख लिया आज। तो हम जा रहे हैं प्रोफेसर वीजली के। क्या बात है, कितनी अच्छी लोकेशन है, मज़ा आ गया।
That youngun's now a teacher herself.
What?
It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged giant.
तो क्या बात है।
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
बड़ा अजीब सा रूम है।
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
बिल्कुल, बहुत मजेदार गई है।
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy.
चलो भाई, चलते हैं यहाँ से बाहर को.
Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment.
I've always said that travel broadens.
Level.
आज के लिए बस बहुत है इतना. अब हम बाकी स्पेल्स या बाकी जो हमारे टारगेट है वो हम कल अचीव करेंगे. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. धन्यवाद आप सभी का मेरी वीडियो देखने के लिए. बाय बाय, sayonara, हैव अ गुड डे. चलो.